back to the Fabric Boutique. I'm Natita, the owner of the Fabric Boutique, as well as the author of the book Wives Still Pray. I will leave a link to our website and everything down in the description box. Please go over and check out the items that we have. We have everything from prayer and devotional pillows, prayer journals for both adults and children. We also have drinkware, we have mouse pads, we have a variety of different items, gifts and whatnot that you can share, grab for yourself or share with friends, family members and whatnot. But today's video is all about Amazon. So I figured since the Amazon days is coming up between July 8th and the 11th, I will share with you some of the business items and supplies that I use in my business, in case you're interested, and if there are different things that you might be looking for or maybe have not considered and may want to pick up. Now, of course, I'm sharing things from Amazon, so I will be leaving my Amazon link and everything down below. It is an affiliate link. You don't have to use it, but I am here just to share with you a few things that I have found to be very helpful in my business. So for those who might not be aware and don't know a little bit about my background, I actually sew. I make everything that I wear, and I do make a few items for my husband as well. And so the things you see in my shop, my prayer and devotional pillows, the praise pouches, book sleeves, different things of that nature, I have made myself. And so some of the things that I will recommend is just because I'm a sewist. I sew on a regular basis. I make handbags, wallets. I have Bible tote bags also that are reduced on the website right now. But so I am used to sewing, very familiar with different types of supplies and different things of that nature. I've done hauls and everything. Feel free, if you don't follow us on our social media, please do. But also feel free to go check out some of the previous videos where I share some of those things and items and tips and tricks, different things like that has helped me. But I wanted to first start out by sharing one of the critical business items that I use is my Mum Bin printer. Now, caveat here, I purchased the purple printer, and I'll pop up a video here, back in last year, fall of 2024, during Black Friday. However, Mum Bin reached out to me, it was about earlier this year, to send me the white RW version of the printer, the Mum Bin printer, as well as the stand. And so I was like, okay, this is awesome. And I absolutely love having two. For those who, you don't need two, so don't get me wrong, I'm not saying get two, but I was sent the second one. I purchased the first one, and so I use them both. The purple one I use for shipping only. The other one, the one that was sent to me, I use for all kind of labels, different packaging labels, all different types of things. One of the things that I do like about the white one that was sent to me is for the everything, as you know, or if you didn't know, you don't use ink or anything like that. But for this type of printer, it's a thermal printer. However, they have technology for one of their sticker types where it will print in blue ink as opposed to just black ink. And I used those recently, those labels specifically for my husband when he had a vending event and needed some labels for his product. I'll pop that up here, and I've shared in the previous video how that was beneficial and what I use it for. So it is a great investment. I know for sure the Mum Bins will be on sale during this recent Amazon sale, so you might want to consider picking it up, especially if you can get a nice little discount now while the July sale is going on. So some of the other things that I have in my business are a lot of sewing essentials, a lot of sewing supplies outside of my machines, the type of needles that I use, even my needle pad, which is very helpful, especially if you sew. Maybe you have an embroidery machine, you have your serger, and then you have maybe a couple different sewing machines, and you have different needles in all of them. It's nice to have an organizer, and I'll share mine with you Here's my needle pad organizer. As you can see, you can put different types of needles in there, and you just put in a pin into the needle that's in the machine. And I know which machines these are based on the needle, and so that's how I use mine. Or if you prefer, you can always get multiple of these that you have dedicated to a specific machine or something like that. But had it for years, absolutely love using it. And then also I do like the Clover Clip and Glide Bodkin. Now, so if you're pulling thread through, and let me just let this focus here. So if you're pulling thread through something, elastic through something, anything like that, I like this because it is so bendable. I love how, and it's long, and you just clip it in your elastic in this end and then feed it through the channel. And so absolutely love that. So this will be linked. Now for all of the, and there are so many sewing essentials, how I store my the plastic envelopes I store my patterns in, templates, all of that different type of thing. I highly suggest, if you do not, you're a business owner and you create, say you create tote bags, wallets, different things of that nature, and it's something that you made, that you created from scratch, just create a template. Create a template out of old placemats that you can get from the dollar store, or something very rigid like that, so you have it, so you don't have to keep remeasuring every time that you are making something. It's more efficient to have a template and you just set it down and cut around it, as opposed to remeasuring every single time that you need to make a product. And so I will leave a link to my sewing essentials list. You will see that link. That link is to my main sewing channel and page. And so, but at least you can see all of the essentials that I have there, even some books and resources that you might want to pick up. Now, getting into some other business supplies that I use. We all know bubble mailers. Bubble mailers come in so many different sizes, colors, and usually for me, I get bubble mailers that match my branding colors, and all of that. And so I get the bubble mailers. Same bubble mailers I always purchase, but again, of course, I will leave a link to everything down below. Some of the more newer items that I have picked up that I am enjoying, I did do a video on this. This here is the transfer paper, and absolutely love this. I used this most recently and shared in a recent video how I've used this transfer paper to create labels for different products in my business. And so I do highly recommend this. I gave my full review and thoughts on that in the previous video. Also, I have been trying different sticker paper because I do make stickers. And so there were different brands that I had been using. There was a, what was it called? I can't think of the name of the company, but the sticker paper was okay. I think it was Velour. I can't think of the name, but I have since switched. And I am enjoying right now J&J Packaging, the matte paper. I have a whole pack of that. And also HTV Ront. I have their glossy sticker paper. Now the interesting thing though is the J&J Packaging came like this. And so if you can see it, it came like this. And I just have a few notes on here for me to what to set my brother scan and cut at for cutting. But the HTV Ront comes in the same packaging. So while I have not dug into this or done further research, I'm thinking J&J Packaging, HTV Ront are the same. The packaging and everything about the product when I received it is exactly the same. There is nothing noticeably different between the two. Of course, I'll leave what I've been using, the J&J Packaging and the HTV Ront, down in the description box as a link. But I was like, what really is the difference between these? Because it looked like they're the same. But anyway, Also, I have shared some of the items that I have been using or will be using in this setup for the refinery. Remember, I had shared with you, and I'll pop a picture up of it here, the slate wall panel as well as the slate wall panel hooks. Also, the drinkware that I use in the shop. I'll pop a picture of that here for my recent collection, Fruit of the Spirit collection. Those I also purchased off of Amazon, worked well for me. I also most recently purchased some a 4-pack of the PYD Life 20-ounce skinny tumblers. I was testing that for something else. Absolutely love how they worked out, and so I'll leave a link to that below as well. Now, some other packaging that I've been using, that I will be using for the refinery, are I showed you the bags. So they're the handle bags, clear bags, and I'll actually just show them to you here. The clear bags as well as the mesh bags. Because I want the packaging in the refinery to be consistent and look really good, my drinkware that normally at markets that I might have packaged in boxes and have one out for display. Obviously, I want everything to be seen, and so I will put all of the drinkware items in one of these. This is the mesh bag, but then for the Wives Still Pray, I just did this video last week, so I won't go into it, but remember, I shared this bag and how I plan to package all of the Wives Still Pray items for the Wives box. So check that video out from last week. That was just last week's video. And so those are just a few of the things for the refinery that I have been getting off of Amazon to help, you know, bring some aesthetic look to the Fabric Boutique at the refinery. And of course, I did a review already on the HTV Ron 2.0. I got the lavender purple one, and I did a review on that. That video is also here on the channel. I did that review maybe about a month ago. I wanted to work with it for a few months before I gave my review, but I will leave the link to it where you can find it on Amazon as well. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So those are just a few of the things, a very short video, but those are just a few of the things that I use in my business that I thought perhaps you might find useful, or maybe you haven't thought about. But what I will do is leave the link down in the description box. You'll see the categories for different things, maybe certain things you'll be interested in more than others, and so I highly suggest you go ahead and check everything out. And hey, why not save coming up July 8th through the 11th on Amazon for these deals? Again, there will be quite a few of these items on sale if they're not already up. Right now, I would say go put some things in your cart and then wait till July 8th to grab some other things. And so, you know, you have your collection of items that you need for your business. But it's always a good time, I figure, when you can save some money to go ahead and make investments that make sense for you. So if you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments section. But we will be back next week with some sewing, and I promise that sewing is coming. Sewing, so we'll be doing some book sleeves and all of that. But make sure that you stay tuned. And if by chance you are interested in learning to sew and being around others who are making things outside of, say, tote bags and book sleeves, but garment making, bra making, I actually host a sewing retreat, a multi-day sewing retreat. Is the Luxury Sewing Retreat. It will be in February 2026. There is a deposit that's due to reserve your spot, but then there is a payment plan. What makes it luxury? It is because you do not have to bring anything but your body. Your lodging is taken care of. Your meals, 3 meals all day plus snacks, all of the things. There will be a field trip that we will have. Also, we will have a couple classes, 2 very specific classes, one around trouser making, the other one around bra making, and sewing machines are provided. all of the tools, everything that you need to make the trousers, the bra, will come in a kit for you. So you don't have to worry about bringing anything but yourself and making new friends. So if you are open to something like that, definitely click the link down in the description box. It will take you to my other website where you can read all about it. You can read the testimonies, see pictures, a recap video, everything over there on the website. So I'll leave that link down below. But that is it. I hope you are able to grab up some of these items for your business, and maybe there's some other things that you're going to pick up. Hey, let me know. Leave it down in the comments so others know, oh, I never thought of that. What are some things that you're looking to pick up during this Amazon July sale? All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in today. I greatly appreciate it. You all have a fantastic rest of your week, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.